They named it Atlas, like a titan who carries skies for breakfast. Third visitor from the deep between stars, older than our oceans and wiser than our calendars. The first telescopes to catch it were part of a watchful system called Atlas, ironically the same name, scanning the night for danger like neighborhood aunties on the porch keeping note of every passing car. The astronomers said interstellar. They said it will not strike Earth. They gave dates and distances and called it a comet. Facts are facts, yet facts are only the bones. The spirit is the music. Live science, +3 Earth sky, +3 NASA, science. +3 Atlas slid in from the dark like a low drumline, quiet but heavy, carrying dust that remembered suns that never knew our names. In the first images, a pale coma swelled around it, then a needle of light stretched toward the sun, a jet like a breath pulled through centuries, as if the traveler were clearing its throat before speaking to us at last. Scientists nodded. Jets are normal when ancient ice meets heat. The rest of us felt the old feeling anyway, that ancestral shiver when thunder rolls. Live science. It would not come close, they promised. October perihelion this, millions of miles that. No threat, no alarm. Still, people argued online like cousins at a barbecue, some claiming mothership, others rolling their eyes the way Big Mama did when kids swore they saw the tooth fairy sneaking seconds of peach cobbler. The European Space Agency even turned their metal eyes on Atlas from Mars's orbit, measuring, listening. The professionals kept it professional, the poets kept dreaming. The dreamers were right too. Both can live. European Space Agency +1. I first saw Atlas from a rooftop on the south side, wrapped in a hoodie that still smelled like laundry soap and wood smoke. The city hummed beneath me, 1,000 lives on loop, while the sky did its slow choreography. I had my phone in one hand and a question in the other. What if the comets are letters written in a script we forgot how to read? What if the old stories were weather reports for the soul? What if a thing can be a comet and a messenger at the same time? I closed my eyes and did what my grandmother taught me. You steady your breath, you widen your listening. Not with your ears. With that third ear behind your third eye, the one that hears the bass line under everything. Then Atlas spoke. Not in English, not in any tongue this side of the sun. It spoke like a chord progression, like Dilla riffs poured through a cathedral, like a train rolling over tracks made of light. The message was not a warning. It was an invitation. Atlas wasn't headed to Earth. It was headed to our attention. I saw a map that was not quite a map. A lattice of possibilities braided through time like box braids laid crisp on a Saturday morning. At each crossing, a question. At each question, a practice. Learn to see without panic. Learn to move without harm. Learn to build without forgetting. Learn to listen without waiting to speak. Atlas showed me cities with gardens sprouting from rooftops, brick by brick stitched with vines. It showed me schools where every classroom had a telescope next to the microscope, because kids should learn both how to grow a tomato and how to chart a comet. It showed me barbershops that doubled as observatories, fades and fades of starlight both, where someone might ask for a clean lineup and leave with a clean constellation. It showed me churches that set communion tables with fresh fruit and fresh data, prayer hands clasped around spreadsheets of air quality and water purity, because faith plus numbers is better stewardship than faith alone. Purpose, I asked the sky. What's your purpose? The answer arrived as a memory of a drum. The purpose of a drum is not just rhythm. It is gathering. You hear it and you come home. Atlas said it was a drum, not a war drum, a welcome drum, a reminder that our neighborhood includes the Milky Way and the spaces between. A reminder that Earth is a porch light left on in a wide, wild night. Why now? I asked, eyes open again, city glittering. We are busy down here. Some days it feels like history itself is doom scrolling. Atlas flashed the simplest image, a calendar page. October circled. The smallest caption, because you are listening. The astronomers had circled October too, the date of closest approach to the sun, and promised the comet would keep its respectful distance from our blue home. Meanwhile, our myths and fears had circled their own dates, whispering about aliens and invasions. Atlas cut through both with patience. It is not fear that sharpens you, it is attention. NASA Science +1. I thought then about the word interstellar. Between stars, that is where Atlas lives. Between one system and another. Between science and song. Between what we know and what we are finally brave enough to imagine. It made sense that people argued over what Atlas really is. We get itchy in the between.